Hello, I'm streaming to live. Today is sunny Saturday, January 17th, 2026. I'm Gordon with Unlock Your Bioenergy. Today I want to talk about debriefing yesterday's workout and a little bit about vibration plate training and whether or not it is good for you. So, the debrief. That's what I want to do. I'll just do this here. And I had it open here, but we're going to switch. Mental focus. There we go. So, debrief of last week's fitness test. It was a good attempt, largely because I was able to surpass my goal from the previous week. And for me, that's always a good thing because that's what I use as a measuring stick. So, to summarize what had happened, I was able to reach 216 of the 215 skips before I tripped. And I was mad when it happened because largely it was something silly. Like, shouldn't happen. That's my mindset, at least. But it did. And I tried to do a third attempt. And I was doing good. And I tripped as well on the third attempt, which was just slightly shorter than the first one. Needless to say, I'm excited for today because I'm thinking I'm going to be able to accomplish my goal of reaching 250 skips in, what is it, 69 seconds? So when you're going to hear the timer, or not the timer, the metronome, so the goal is to get to 63 of the beep, 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 beep. So counting 63 times. If I get 63 without breaking, then I know I achieved the goal of doing it in 69 seconds. So that means I'm gonna have to up the ante for the next week. But first I gotta be able to see if I could do it. And that's with the rope that I first started this test way back in 2018. It's a little bit on the longer side, so it forces me to hold my hands farther away from my torso instead of close by. And because of that, it's harder to do. So, and I like challenge. Oh, excuse me. And speaking of challenge, I also like to challenge myself with vibration plate training. And I've been doing this for a while now. And for those who like to follow, probably if you try it, I think you'll see that the rewards are there, especially if you use the techniques that I use day in and day out with in combination with the vibration plate. And a lot of it has to do with just I like it for a combination of reasons. One, it's the muscle activation. I like the time under tension aspect. I like it because it's safe. I'm by myself. So nobody's here to, help me. But most importantly is the benefits that I get from it. Because my physique is changing and it's improving. I'm getting stronger. And there's something to be said about training with vibration because it really does work. To be honest, it does. And it's time, if you don't have a lot of time to dedicate to fitness, this can work for you. And something that I discovered when I was working from home with the city of Calgary. Because I couldn't go to the gym on site. So I started using the vibration plate. And I found that I put on more muscle in a shorter period of time with the vibration plate training than I did with actual cable weights and free weights. And I'm not just saying that just because, but it actually happened because my pants that I was wearing before that didn't fit. I was like, what's going on here? And I realized that especially in my legs, that my quads and glutes and hamstrings were growing faster. They were changing. And my pants wouldn't fit, even though I had low body fat. So if you're looking to increase your muscle mass, it's perfect to do it. And if you're just looking to stay lean but yet strong at the same time, it's equally as good. Very good, in fact. You just have to put in the time for it. And when you support that with good choices, you're going to start reaping some rewards. And when I added this, after I started vibration trait planing, that's when I noticed a big acceleration in the changes in my body. And then complement that now with the X39 as part of the recovery, because I remember when I first started vibration plate training, I was already at the strong side, but I was using the orange bands that you see right here while hanging on the wall. And those orange bands are for we're doing squats. Oh wow, I'll tell you. I was lifting heavy, with plates and stuff, but I didn't get the sensation that I was in comparison to the vibration plate with the bands. The amount of discomfort was just, it felt like 3 times more. And to get 3 times more discomfort without having to have the actual weight that's hard on your joints, there's something to be said about that. And is the vibration plate training safe for your joints? Sure it is. Oh yeah. Because you don't have the extra, some guys, they want to lift, bodybuilders lifting 500-600 pounds. Well, yeah, they're lifting that. But which muscle fiber are they actually targeting? Is it the skeletal, or is it type 1, or is it type 2? Because there's 3 kinds. So do you want to be targeting all 3? Yeah, you do. Does it help? Does the fascia get involved too with the vibration? Probably. I would think so. So can you reap the benefits from just vibration plating? Vibration plate training. Can you reap the benefits from it? I think the answer is yes. I do like free weights too. I think there's a place for it. But then even with free weights, you can kind of cheat the movement a little bit. If your body is, if the weight is too heavy and your body can't move it, let's say you're going to be in a lifting this way, right? Okay. Can your body, if it's too heavy, you're going to lean back and you're going to try to use the different portion of the bicep to move it up. So you're essentially compensating, right? So is the muscle actually doing the work when you're intending it to happen? If you're compensating, no, it's not. And it happens in a split second. Every rep, it'll happen. And that's why when you say, you see people doing cheat curls, like leaning back and then curling it, and They're lifting, so they say they can lift heavy, right? But they're cheating it up. Are they actually that strong? When, if they can't control it? Not really. I don't think so. No. So that's why it's like, you can have big muscles, but if you can't do anything with it, well then, is there a point in having all that muscle? Not really. It just is, that's aesthetics then. Which makes me think more about the workout that I did yesterday. For those who are interested, you'll find that in the comments or in the in the description section of the post from yesterday, you'll find that I also uploaded a spreadsheet that contains the sequence of the cards that I flipped and the corresponding reps, and I tallied all the reps. And in yesterday's session, the queen, which was a mountain climber and a push-up, it was 117 reps, and that's pretty much almost the highest amount that you can get, which would be 120. If all the queens and aces were 10, 10, 10, 10, and then 9, 9, 9, 9, 8, 8, 8, 8, and sevens, then you reach that total maximum for that queen, because the ace is also, or the queen is also in the ace, right? Then yeah, that's right. Because there's 2 rounds, so you have both cards. So it would be all the highest numbers, and the maximum amount of reps can be um, 10, 9, 8. So 120 reps. And yesterday was a scenario where there was almost all the highest cards were on the queens and the aces for the just for that. So it was somewhat of a grueling workout for me. And if you participated in that, then you would probably agree, because it was tough. And when I add the metronome speed of 165 to keep the heart rate up, it does take its toll on you and your mental toughness. So was I happy with my effort on the queens? Not really. I took a little bit of some short periods of rest. But one thing I did really focus on was making sure that I was squeezing the glutes and the quads. So when I was doing a push-up, that I was not having any energy leaks. So meaning being stiff like a pencil and pushing, and doing the push-up in its proper form. And when you're tired, that's when your body starts to compensate. And that's one thing that I worked on yesterday. And and if you did the same, thumbs up, because then that means you're progressing. And that turns into progress and rewards later down the road. So with that, you're going to do today's workout. But before we begin, make sure you scan the QR code, have a look at unlockyourBioenergy.godaddysites.com, and browse the website. You see there the buttons. If you touch the first button on the page, you will see that it will take you, that's this guy right here, it'll take you to startx39.com, and you can see the benefits of the X39. That is the patch technology that I am wearing, which is right here. So today is day number 278, and when you're done researching or looking at all the content that's at Start X39, come back to unlockyourBioenergy.go.sites.com. You can click on this link here, and it will take you to this web page where you can find all the specific details about the patch technology itself and experience the benefits that are available with the patch. Improving your mental clarity, your rapid pain relief reduction and inflammation, improved skin appearance, enhanced sports performance, increased energy and vitality, and lastly but not least, faster recovery from that of exercise. And when you're ready to pull the trigger, that's the QR code that will take you to that place, or click on any of the images on the page that you see at unlockyourBioenergy.go.sites.com and give it a shot. You won't be disappointed. I think it's better than injecting a peptide into your body, because if you're injecting something, your body's not producing it naturally. And that long term is not good, in my opinion. Because in order to have muscle mass, you gotta put the protein in the body. You have to have good habits. But if your body's not putting on muscle mass, then it's not synthesizing the proteins. And that's a problem. And injecting peptides, so that way your body's not synthesizing, that's not good. I don't think that's good. And the first question that comes to mind, where are these peptides being made? If there was a secret behind it, and if you knew about it, it'd probably piss you off. I'm just saying. Because I think there are some dirty little secrets with that are not being disclosed. And for that, I'm not in favor of peptides. I'd rather have it being done naturally. Use your body. Your body's given the ability to heal itself. Use that ability that you have. Activate it. And that comes by way of using the X39. So with that, let's get on with it. Today's workout, we're going to do the warm-up. I set the metronome. Okay. And heart rate. 10-minute hit. All right. Are you ready to warm up? I am. It's a little cold down here today. We use the rope master today. And let's begin. 3, 2, 1. So, when the timer on the screen turns green, that's when I'm gonna match the tempo of the metronome, which is 165. paying attention. Put my finger on the handles. One of the dangers of using the skip rope, clapping your hands together. Ah. Oh, really? All right. Felt good? Just gonna turn this timer off, or the metronome, and increase the speed to the tempo for today, which will be 221. Let's see. Maybe a little bit more water. So again, this is a deuterium-free 114 degree molecular bond angle water. So for that 10 minutes here, the 10-minute HIIT, high intensity interval training, felt good up until I hit my finger with the handles. But overall, heart rate wise, it didn't hit very high, because doing just regular skips like that at that tempo, it just warms the body up. And it feels good to get that one done and over with. Now comes the real exciting part, which is the actual test itself. So here's the rope that I'm using. This is the 9-foot length, and this has got the kink in it, so you can see that's the rope that I'm going to be using. Just going to test where the center, the bend is going to kind of be in the center there. So this rope is slightly heavier than the rope I used for the warm-up portion of this episode. And so that tempo, 221. So listen. Come on. Oh, of course it's glitching. I don't know why it does this. All right. That's going to be the tempo for today. And so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So counting at that tempo, skipping at the same time will help keep track of the number of skips. So I need 62 and a half skips to be precise. Tick, tick, right? And so that'll be you see this, so 250 divided by 4, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's technically 4, right? 62 and a half. So my goal is to get 63, and then I know I did it mentally. All right. So are you ready to see me accomplish this goal? This is a hard test. It's not easy. And to get 250 skips in 69 seconds. So, doing it faster. So this is kind of equivalent to running a 100 meter sprint. For this rope. So what I'm going to do, how I'm going to start this test is skip 1, 1. That's what I'm thinking. And then 1. That's how I'm going to match it. So just so you're aware. So when it comes to counting, count the number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? That's how I am going to count it. And let's see. Part of me wants to wait for the water to absorb into my body because I just drank another cup full. So that way it increases the blood oxygen level, and it should allow me to sustain a higher level of intensity for the duration of the test. So it's kind of why I'm just waiting for my body to absorb that water. So give it a couple minutes here. And should be feels good. All right. Just kind of mentally preparing myself for this because it's on the tough side. This is a difficult test. I want to do this so bad you have no idea. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Just gonna practice a few times. Okay, that feels good. psyching myself up for no reason. Psyching myself up. Okay, come on. All right. There we go. I don't know how many that was, but wow. I started counting, I don't know, maybe after half a minute or so. I don't know how many I'd done. Maybe that's my dilemma. And I think because I was counting, I forget to breathe. One of the things that I recognized when I was doing this last attempt, the position of my hands, where they are, they start moving because my hands get tired. My forearms are starting to get tired. And because of that, my body starts compensating. And when that happens, I'm starting to lift the handles up like this. Instead of holding them down, they're coming up. And essentially it's changing the angle of the rope, or the length of the rope underneath my feet. And that's why I'm starting to trip. So I think what I'm going to try to do is when that's happening is bring my hands a little closer to my torso so that way I can have a bigger motion and hopefully remove the intensity that's happening on the forearms, because I'm holding the rope here, and after so many repetitions I start to get sloppy, and that slop starts affecting the rope. My feet can keep going, but it's the hands and the forearms that give up. So I think I'm going to try it one more time for today. Now that my hands have kind of just flexing my forearms, the muscle here, because I could feel it on both sides. All right. One, two, I don't have it in me today. That was 40. I don't have it in me today. Maybe I did it the first time. I don't know. Because I pushed as hard as I possibly could the first time. And I know I was because of how I was feeling. Maybe I did it the first time. I don't know. I will have to watch the replay to determine if I actually did it or not. But so just gonna do a debrief quickly here of the heart rate. So today's date stamp in the app, January 17th, 2026. Starting time was at 2:20 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. All right. Maximum heart rate. Oh yeah, okay. 160. So see here where it peaked. That was the first attempt where I tried the test. Second one here, you can see my heart rate just shot right up, and there was a moment there where I had a little bit of recovery in the heart rate. So I'm kind of curious to see how well I did, if I was able to get more than what was it last time? I said 216. So 216 divided by 4, which is counting to 54. So I'm going to watch the replay and see how I did. And tomorrow I'm going to take a day off. So I'll be back on Monday. So we'll see you then. Have a good weekend.